Hello and welcome back. So today I am going to be reviewing this new product that I've been using for a couple of days. And unfortunately, like I said, I've been using it, so don't have an unboxing video per se, but if you're looking to add a little bit of patriotism or any kind of personality to your car, then this might be the solution to your question. So, this is a flagpole mount from Amazon. So, some of you guys might have seen this or something very similar to this being advertised on your Facebook or something like that. If you even mention the word flag, then Facebook's going to hear you say that and give you this option. So, what this is, it is two super duper heavy duty suction cups that will suction to glass. So there's some people that have reviewed this on the actual Amazon product page for this, and they're like, it doesn't stick to the side of my RV. I didn't use it for a flagpole, I used it for a antenna extension. Well, it says right here glass suction plate. So this is specifically made for glass. So maybe you should read the description on your Amazon product before you buy it. So I bought this specifically to go on the rear glass of the Challenger, and this entire video is about if it does just that. So the flagpole I'm using is actually not something that's anything spectacularly significant. It is an old flagpole that I found from whenever I moved from my other house to this current house, and this flagpole actually sat in a storage unit for about a year and a half before I found it during the move. But since I have it, I'm going to go ahead and use it instead of spending money on something to get something better. Now, could I get something that's a little more sturdy? Yes, I could probably spend a little more money to get something that is a little bit thicker metal, a little bit better. But right now, what I'm using is a just the Walmart brand, like the $15 flagpole that you see on the end caps, right? So it is just, the one that has the eagle on top, this thin metal, like that. So that is what I'm using. And so far, it has been holding up to 50 mile an hour going down the highway, which, the drag resistance that you're going to be having on, a thin metal pole behind a car or sticking up behind a car is not going to be that much of a drag, but it's still enough where, I don't want to fall off. I don't want to damage the car or any other cars that are behind me. So that's kind of where the limit that I've gone that far. And usually anything faster than that too, you risk shredding your flag, and you don't really want to do it. So if you're getting on the highway, I mean, I can't vouch for that. I have not tried that, and I'm not willing to try that. It's just even with other things that I've had before that were sturdier and actually mounted into like the bed of a pickup or something. It's not something that I ever did in the past either. So that's if you're willing to shred a flag and be going that fast down the highway with it, then it would hold. I have no doubt about that. It would stay stuck to your whatever glass you're putting it onto, but just for the sake of the flag and the rigidity of everything else and for safety, I would not recommend going down the highway. But just for the purposes that I use it for cruising around town, most of what my driving is around town. I don't have to get on the highway to go to work. I can just go at 55 or under, and I don't have to worry about that. But this is the flag that I'm using. It's just the cheap Walmart flag that came with it. So even going at like the little 50 to 55 mile an hour, I'm still getting a little bit of shredding on the very end, and I will have to replace this flag here pretty quick just because I don't want it, the don't want the degradation of this flag. We're supposed to respect our flags, so whenever this one gets even more frayed out, retire it and get a new flag. So, but like I said, that flagpole, even though it's a cheap little metal one from Walmart, it's been holding up remarkably well. It shows no signs of bending, and I don't think it ever will bend. So definitely, you can grab that. And the really cool part about this is it has these little plastic deals, and I thought those would be the first thing to go, but actually these things have stayed intact very, very well, even past the the rest of the flags. So Definitely don't worry about these little plastic pieces that, because this is just a screw that holds, you can just unscrew this and change out your flag. Even if you don't want to fly the American flag, maybe you want to fly POW flag, or you want to fly the Gadsden flag, or whatever flag that you're wanting for whatever situation you might find yourself in. You're going to be able to change it out with that specific type of flagpole. And like I said, it's cheap. Don't have to get, you can go to Walmart and find it. So very, very good option that goes right along with this Amazon suction cup window mount. So this product, this is a little bit closer up for you. The glass, the glass section cups on both sides. So whenever this comes in the package, it actually comes in three separate pieces. One piece is this piece right here, and this comes on and off. So you'll have this one piece of pipe right here that has one hole in it specifically for this knob. So that'll come out. It comes with an Allen wrench that will fit all of these little bolts. They're all an Allen. Um, so the kit came with that, and it's a nice big size one, so you don't have to wear it like, it's not too small. Your fingers can't grip it and really torque it down. So it's got 1, 2 right there. You drop this in, does this, and on the inside. So actually, before you even do that, what you want to do on the inside of here, you can't even see it anymore. Um, there it is right there. So on the inside right there is a screw that you have to tighten that, which holds this in place. You have to tighten that before you can put this on. So, but order of operations, this goes in first. Drop it in, snug it up 1, 2, and 3 right down in there. Snug those up. So then you have this piece connected to this bracket, and this bracket right here is held on by this piece right here, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So these four hold this little thing on right there, and that connects it to this plastic piece, right? Or not plastic, but this metal piece, this little metal railing like type thing. And then whenever you tighten that 1, 2, you know, um, 1, 2, 3, 4, you should be good to go. And these two are actually adjustment screws, so don't really mess with those at the beginning. So whenever you get all four of these in, and then this one and these two, right? These two right here put in, you're gonna have this plate right here with a loosened dangly this, so it'll just kind of like go back and forth. So at that point, you figure out what angle you want it put at. So you just put this on the glass, you flip these down, and it will cause a suction on there, and it'll hold it in place. You do that on both sides. And at that point, you can adjust your angle at which you want your flag, at what angle you want your flag to be mounted. Once you get that angle, then you tighten these set screws in. And I torqued these down to the point where it bent this metal right here. So that's how much you can torque on these, and they're not going to bend or move. And as you can see, I mean, it's not, I'm twisting as hard as I can, and it is not doing anything. So pretty neat. And like I said, it's just a single screw that holds whatever flagpole that you want to put in there. We'll talk more about what flagpole I'm using here in just a second. Okay, so this is what the flag looks like whenever it is mounted into the bracket. All I did was just slide this, this is a loosen, slide this down in here and you tighten it down. Now I will say, whenever you tighten this piece down, whenever you crank down on it, it will bend this piece of metal. But it's not to the point like, I mean, I can't bend it and I can't crease this because of the roundness of it. So a single point driving into it is going to be enough to bend it. But since this goes all the way down, I mean, you can see right here, you know, it's I would consider it like a full tang knife. Like, this metal goes all the way into here, so it's not like there's metal right here and it's going to easily bend at this focal point right here. This metal is all the way down in there, and I cannot. I'm sure if I just took it on my leg and did that, it would do it. But just sitting here and bending it like that, I can't. I can't do anything, and that's way more pressure than what this is going to experience going 50 miles an hour down the road. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this on there on the back of the car so you guys can see what that looks like. It's super duper easy. I'm gonna do this side first and then go to the other side. So I just like flat on the back of the window of the car, try to get it in the middle. I just use my third light brake as kind of a reference point. I know you can't see what I just did, but all I did is just really press down right here on the circular part of the suction cup. Press down really good with both hands, and then use my thumb to pull that lever down, and it causes that suction cup to really mask on there. So did that side. The second side's always harder because usually on most vehicles, your back glass and any kind of glass is not going to be perfectly flat. It's going to be concave. So this side is not sitting flat anymore. So what you really have to do is you kind of have to push in to bend the metal bit in the middle, kind of push in and down at the same time, where it's going to cause a section, and then it will actually cause a section. Sometimes if you don't press down hard enough, it won't actually suck to the glass, and you'll get where only one side is actually adhered to the glass. But that's how simple it is. And as you can see, I always kind of give it a little pop test. Pull it my way, push it away from me, pull straight down. And as you can see, that's not going anywhere. It is very well sturdy, secure on there. I'm wiggling the entire car, shaking it like that, and it's not going anywhere. So, um, very, very easy. I just keep this whole setup in the trunk of my car, and if I'm going just cruising around town, I will put it on there. If I have to jump on the highway for some reason, like I'm going out of town or a longer commute, or I will be on the highway, all I have to do is just pop those suction cups off and throw the entire apparatus inside the trunk of the car, and it's ready for me to use whenever I come up to the next event. So very, very easy to store and keep with me at all times on the car. Looks great. Every time I'm driving around, I get people honking at me and, you know, going, yeah, all that kind of stuff. So, lots of compliments. I've only had it for about a week now, and it's everything that I've wanted it to be. And, for $30 on Amazon, it's not that bad of a deal. Now, you might be asking yourselves, well, if it can go 50 miles an hour down the road, how good could it be doing a burnout with the American flag attached to a Dodge Challenger? Now, I don't know about you guys, but these cars are, if not, I mean, the most American car that is on the road. I mean, they're gone. They don't make them anymore. So anytime you see them, they're the last American muscle car that was taken away. Because in my opinion, yeah, we've still got Mustangs and Camaros and Corvettes, which were all around and are still looking like they're going to continue to be around, even though Dodge has canceled the Challengers and the Chargers and the gas powered last of the gas powered giants. But in my opinion, the Challenger is the last muscle car that looked like the original 70s muscle cars. Like you look at a Charger or a Camaro or a Corvette, and those cars do not look anything like what they looked like in the 70s or the haven of the high part of the muscle car era. Whereas the Challenger is made specifically to look like that, like it looked in the 70s. So, um, I don't think there's anything that was going to compare to a red, white, and blue flag flying behind a Dodge Challenger doing a burnout. So we're going to take a little test drive and go see if not only will it handle up to highway speeds, but will it do a burnout. So I'm driving out here to the place we're going to do the burnout at, and I'm currently traveling between 45 and 50 miles an hour, and I mean, you see it flapping back there, and those suction cups are holding on real tight. So I've been going, I mean, it's been several miles now that I've been going at this speed, at this direction, and it's kind of windy outside. So this thing has got some rigidity to it, and the suction cups are working immaculate. So we'll get there here in just a second.
folks, I think that kind of sums up this video and this review on this Amazon product. If you're looking to add a little bit of patriotic spirit to your ride, then I would definitely highly suggest investing in this flag holder and utilizing it because, like we found out in this video, it is very capable of handling everything that you need it to do. Minus, I probably wouldn't take it above 65 miles an hour. I've not tried that yet, but just because of, I don't know that the Amazon product, but more so of the integrity of the flag and the flagpole. Because in the past, when I've ran flags on other vehicles that had a little more sturdier knot section, it was bolted on to the truck, there was still um, the flag would fray and the brads that was holding the flag on would come apart, and that's you kind of want to avoid that. So, regardless, very good product. I will continue to use it. Be using it a lot. It grabs a lot of attention at car shows and meets and all that kind of stuff. So I will be continuing to utilize that to its fullest advantage. So, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.